Hey guys, how you doing today? Electron Man. I've actually reviewed this watch for you before. This is the Victorinox, one of my nicer watches in my collection. Anyway, today we're going to do a battery change on it. It's starting to lose time. The batteries in this thing, I guess because it's chronograph or whatever, seem like they last about a year and a half, 2 years, and it's been about 2 years since I put one in. So we're going to go ahead and do a battery change on it, and hopefully if somebody else has one of these watches, this will help you do a battery change on yours as well. Usually on these things, I've gotten to where I found out it's easier just to go ahead and loosen one side of the band. And, yeah, these pins are usually a pain, but you know what? In the long run, I'm telling you, it's easier to do this than to fight trying to work with that watch band when you're trying to work on the back of the watch. It's just not worth it. Come on out there. There, guys. You know what? This is being such a pain. I think I'm just gonna drop a pin on the band. I just need to get the band out of the way so I don't have to get it out that way. And if it wants to be that way, let's see. Does it have an arrow? Yeah, they push out. It's a pin in that way, so they push out this way. But basically, I just want to get the band out of the way, so I don't care which way we do this. If it wants to go this way, then we'll go this way. Push that pin out. And just pull that pin out like that. Now we can get to the back of it. Since it didn't want to let me use those little normal ones to change the watch out. It almost looks like it's got like a flap diffuser, but anyway, I'm not going to mess with that now. Point being, I just wanted to get to the back of the watch. Get my little tool out to take the back off of here. I've got one that does 3 prongs too, but I think I can do it fine with 2. So, since I'm the one that replaced the battery last time, it shouldn't be too tight. I get them snug, but I don't overdo it. There we go. I have to go find my Vaseline too. Whenever you take the backs of one of these off, it's going to have an O-ring in there, and you always want to lube it up a little bit before you put it back in there. Make sure it doesn't dry out or anything. I think the O-ring's clear. It's just really hard to see. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. But I'll put a little bit of lube on that just to make sure that it doesn't dry out. Okay, let me go ahead and see what we got to do here now. I believe I put this up before. I think this is one you could just kind of wedge to the side here and lift out. Yep, just like that. Which I really appreciate. They make it easy to replace. Some of these, man, they got screws in them, and oh, that can be a nightmare. What type of battery was this anyway? This was a hell, I can't read that. Well, let me go over here to my battery supply and see what I got. I'm sure I got one because I ordered more than one. It's an Energizer 394. Well, it's a 394 style. Energizer is just the battery I'm using, or the battery brand, which I tend to go with name brands in a lot of these. Some of my cheaper watches, I'll go with some off brands, but quality control on those, you only know what you're going to get. Make sure there's not any protective cover on that or anything. Feels nice and smooth. And then it should just sit right back in there, kind of go at an angle like that. Snap her back in. Just like so. And she should be clicking away. Yeah, she is. Sorry. Okay, so now we got her clicking away like she should be. Let me go get some of my little... here's some right here. See, I just put a little smidgen. I don't know if you can see that little bit of... That's the thing I got there, and I just want to take it and lightly put it around the edge of this, just to... One thing, it will keep it from sticking later on. And also it'll keep that seal nice and soft. You don't want it to dry out. And now all we're going to do is take and screw the back on her. Yeah, if you notice, this has got VGT inscribed or lasered in the back of it. It's because this was my 10-year watch with my old company before they decided to do away with my position. They say due to COVID. I say it's more to do with the fact of that VGT got bought out by Aristocrat, and they call it synergy, whatever. They, you know, new company comes in, they have new sizing, new policies, new management structure, blah blah blah. End of the day, left me high and dry. Probably a blessing. I worked way too many hours and was not appreciated near as much as I should have been. I realize that now that I haven't been working in a while, how hard I was working and how much I worried every day about that job. And they obviously didn't care about me as much as I cared about them. So, good riddance. I don't know why I got off in that story. Oh, because this is an anniversary watch. But hey, I did get a kick butt watch out of the deal, right? Let's see here. Make sure I get this taper back right. I believe that is the head side right there. So it should go in. It'll let you know if you got it wrong. I promise you. It will not slide in smoothly. But that's bled right in smoothly, so we know we're good there. And then you just want to take into... Where'd my tool go? Oh, there it is. Just want to take my little tool here with the blunt end on it and just push that pin back in all the way. Just like so. Actually, it's not a bad time to inspect all your pins too. Make sure that none of the other ones are coming loose. Make sure they're all seated good. Since I have been wearing this watch on a daily basis for a while. I really like it. It's right size. As long as the battery's good, very accurate. It's a nice looking watch. Well constructed. I mean, I literally had this on my arm for the most part, other than when I go out or something and want to wear a fancy watch. This is my day-to-day watch, so I've probably got 2 years worth of wear on this, and of course I take care of it. I mean, even when it's on sale, it's about a $350, $400 watch, so it's definitely on the high end of watches I have. But anyway, there you go. There's your battery change. Get the second hand going. This is kind of neat. It's got, you can stop. Actually, I think if you stop the second hand, it actually probably saves battery, but it's got. You got your mini second hand here and then your big second hand here. But as you can see, we're all battery back up now. All I got to do is set the time, which is actually 10:48, and is it the 11th? It's 10:48 to 11th. So let's go ahead and. 10:48 on the 11th. Now, On this one, I have not figured out a way to know when you get to the 11th. You know, actually, if I'm setting the date, like if you were 1, 2, 3, 4, you would know that when you hit 11, you need to go around 12 hours and go back around if it was 10:48 at night. You know, obviously, if you did it in the morning, you wouldn't have to do that. So that it doesn't switch at noon in the daytime, it switches at midnight. But this watch has been losing time because the battery was low, so I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's still in the right cycle, but all I got to do is watch when it hits midnight. If it doesn't switch to 11, I just have to do 12 more hours, and then it'll obviously it'll switch to 11th. But anyway, just a FYI on that. But there you go, guys. Just a simple little video on how to change the battery in a Victorinox. Really a nice watch. Like I said, nothing but positives about it. I will continue to support it. Have a great day out there, guys. This is the Electron Man.